hè mensen? Dutch Comico! Oké, kijk. Ik vind het tof dat jullie er zijn, ondanks de winter dat er zoveel mensen zijn die ook komen kijken bij de toffe interviews en de Q&A's. En momenteel, op dit moment, zijn jullie getuigen zometeen van iets heel bijzonders. Mijn naam is Gert-Jan, ook wel handelend onder de naam Brainpower. En ik ben jullie host vandaag voor een heel bijzonder interview met een hele bijzondere acteur. Hij zat onder andere in Breaking Bad. Hij zat in Sons of Anarchy. Hij is niet alleen een acteur, hij is ook een stemacteur. Heel bijzonder levensverhaal. Maar ik wil echt een super dik applaus als ik hem aankondig. Dus ik ga overschakelen naar het Engels. En dan, als ik hem aankondig, wil ik dat iedereen echt eventjes helemaal uit zijn dak gaat. Is dat afgesproken? Utrecht, is dat afgesproken? Okay, let op. So, he was in Breaking Bad. He was in Sons of Anarchy. He is in Heat, one of the best movies ever made, with Al Pacino and Robert De Niro. He's in Desperado. You may know him as Machete. So I want you to give him a super warm welcome. The super iconic, mega legendary, Mr. Trejo!
See him in Heat. Now let's hear it.
All right. Well, what's up, sir? I'm glad to have you. I'm so happy you're here. Before we get started, I heard somebody wanted to do something special right now. So there was something of a surprise. I don't know what's going on. Hello, Diddy. Hello, Eugene.
How are you?
Eugene in the building.
Good, man.
Yes, I got something special for you guys, also for Brainpower. You know what kind of fan you are from Star Wars.
Definitely.
You love Star Wars or not?
Yeah, I love Danny Trejo in it, of course.
And he's one of my favorite guys. You know, I'm 52, so I grow up with your movies. And I love From Dusk to Dawn and all the things you have done. But you know, you're still in the movies and you're doing Star Wars. You are the record keeper. So I know what I have done. You know what I've done today? I made a special action figure from you, the record keeper, and it's a special one. It's wonderful.
Oh, wow.
And also Brainpower got one for you as well. Maybe he wants to sign it for you.
That's amazing. Eugene, thank you. Make some
You're
noise for
welcome.
Eugene. And for Danny Trejo. And this is a custom figure. The record keeper. Thanks, buddy.
So keep it up, man.
Thanks.
And we'll see you later. See you later, Danny. Thank you.
Thanks, Eugene.
You're welcome, man.
You're gonna have to get this signed too.
Man.
Mr. Danny Trejo, I want to tell you right now, I told you backstage as well, you said somewhere that every good thing in your life happened because you were helping somebody else.
Everything.
And I just wanted to tell you, you've inspired me, helped me. Thank you for decades of inspiration. And everybody, please give him another warm welcome, the legendary Mr. Danny Trejo. So,
All you guys that got him, that was louder than anybody.
so happy to hear it. So we're going to talk a little, and then we're going to do a Q&A with the audience. So you were, early life, you were born in L.A.
Los Angeles, California.
Yes, sir. In the Echo Park area, if I'm not mistaken.
Right on.
And can you tell us a little something about your early life growing up? Just how was it for you?
A lot of trouble. I kicked out of LA when I was like 13. I didn't play well with others. And they sent me to Texas. And I was supposed to stay there 3 years. I left and I came back to Los Angeles and my mom and dad had bought a house in the San Fernando Valley. So I lived there and I got in trouble there.
And I read your book, amazing book, by the way. If you guys can check it, Trejo, A Life of Crime, Redemption in Hollywood. Amazing
in San Quentin, Folsom, Soledad, Tracy, White Diaz, Backerville. I'll give it a shot. I was in every prison in the state of California. And I got hired to be a convict. They gave me a blue shirt. I took off my shirt. Saw that tattoo. Told me, leave your shirt on. Sitting there with a big tattoo on my chest. This guy comes over and says, hey, you're Danny Trejo. Yeah. He says, I saw you win the lightweight and the welterweight title up in San Quentin State Prison. And I said, you're Eddie Bunker. I knew this guy.
Oh, wow.
This guy adapted the screenplay, Runaway Train.
Eddie Bunker did that?
Eddie Bunker.
Because that's a good friend of yours, right?
Well, they had the John Boyd character, the hero, as a guy that killed his wife and went to prison. Now, you can't be a hero in prison if you killed your wife. You killed her boyfriend, you can be a hero. You know what I mean? But not the wife.
Right.
And so he got hired to make it like an American movie because it was kind of a Japanese movie. So then he says, what are you doing here? I said, they're going to give me $50 for acting like a convict. And we both laughed because we've been doing that for free forever. He says, you know what? We need somebody to train one of the actors how to box. I said, what's it pay? And he says, $320 a day. And I said, how bad do you want this guy beat up? I thought he wanted me to beat somebody up. So I'll do it for another $50, you know.
Because if people don't know, you were a boxer, right? From early on.
Lightweight and the welterweight champion of every institution I was in. That way, sometimes if you start talking to me and I go, because I'm remembering getting hit. But so, anyway, so I started training an actor named Eric Roberts how to box for a movie called Runaway Train. And Eric, bless his heart, he was like a movie star. And movie stars, they're dicks. They really are. They suck. And in 1985, it was still the time where movie stars kind of ran the show. You know, and so if a movie star got mad, I don't want to work, he could go to his trailer, everybody just be screwed.
So that was a whole guy.
Eric was kind of, I guess he respected me. You know?
Right, yeah.
Beat the shit out of him. He was great. He would do whatever I told him to do, and the director saw that. And the director was a guy named Andre Kajalowski. It was his first movie in America. So he was having a hard time, like, how do you say it? Communicating with the movie stars. The cast was simple. Because, you know, that's the way he starts the movie. You see him dying and me waking up.
So this is the first time you cried on screen?
Yeah, because he kept, I wanted to cry, like John Wayne. Okay, all right, kind of man. But he kept showing me baby pictures. Hey, Dad, remember this? Hey, oh, wow, remember? And, oh, yeah. So when it came down to the night, it was where the desert, it was cold, and Sasha, the little girl that was his girlfriend and that actually married him, I asked her, did you kill my son? And she, no, I loved him, he was my only friend. And she started, I lost it. There was nothing manly about this cry. No, this was a booger cry, all right? This was like, I couldn't stop.
Beautiful though.
Oh, he's unbelievable.
And your son, I mean, that's amazing. That must have been an amazing experience.
And then, I wanted to sock him afterwards. Afterwards, he goes, nice acting, Dad. I go, that's what you did. He was awesome.
Great. So obviously we gotta talk about Machete. That was Robert Rodriguez as well. Anybody likes Machete? So there are two films, and I love the fact you were just saying, make a statement about the third one because I want to see it as well. But what was it like to do the first one, the Machete, the original one?
Well, you know what?
The Grindhouse trailer, right?
When we did Desperado, that was the first one. And all the people, nobody knew Antonio Banderas. Everybody knew Selma. And actually, if you want to know the truth, the studio didn't want to use Selma because they had Antonio, and he has a very, he has got that, the Spanish accent. Did I thank you? Had that Spanish very, I don't know. Uppity, I call it uppity.
Okay, right. I'm learning from you.
Yes, my love. And then Selma had an accent. So they were doing the accent, blah, blah, blah. So Robert refused it, but then I don't want to do it if you don't want Selma. So thank God you got Selma hired, because that was really the kickoff to her career. And she was amazing. I couldn't tell you anybody else that was in that.
Right, so, and in that film, that's actually where we see you toss the knife for the first time.
Everybody kept approaching me and wanted pictures, and Robert kept, hey, they think you're the star of this movie. I said, well, so do I. What are you talking about? Idiot.
Classic, wow.
And that's when I found out he was my second cousin. So I told him, okay, make my part bigger.
And that's how that idea was born.
And he said, you know what, I've got this story. It's about this federal that fights with Machete. And I thought, okay, when do we do that? So we just kind of talked about it, and then we did Spy Kids. And Robert said, hey, let's call this guy Uncle Machete. Remember?
Right.
Spy Kid, Uncle Machete, Spy Kid. And then when he did Grindhouse, they needed fake trailers. Everything that's in that trailer is in the movie.
Exactly.
Because when we came out of Grindhouse premiere, everybody was saying, you gotta do Machete.
That was a smart move, but yeah, Uncle Machete, that was in the game too, wasn't it? In the video game?
Yeah, and kids are still watching it.
Wow. So that was before the trailer, then the quote-unquote fake trailer, and then Machete was born really as a movie. And do you prefer the second part or the first part?
Well, I love the first part simply because I had done Heat, and Robert did. When we asked Robert De Niro if he would be in Machete, he goes, yeah, let's do it. And it was so funny because we're doing Machete, and I would always tease Robert De Niro, right? When we were on Heat, I go, you, number one. We had two call sheets. We had a call sheet for the bad guys and a call sheet for the cops, because they were separate. So number one. So when we were doing Machete, I ran into him, I'm looking at him,
something you'd like to do what you haven't done before? Like a complete different character that you want to play?
What do you got? Write a movie, I'll do it. You know what? My agency gets like 15 scripts a week. They go through, they'll give me 2. You know, and say, what do you want? And I'll look how much is paying the most, and then which one I kind of like, you know. And that's what I'll do. Because to me, it's a job. You know, it's a job. Whatever job you got, it's the same thing. It's just, I just gotta act, I guess. You know, you gotta really do work.
So write a movie and get back to us. Natalie, he has to get back to us. Okay, next question. Hi.
Hi. How are you? Also, did you ever take anything from set?
From what?
From the set? Did you ever take
Did you bring home any props from any set?
Any problems?
Spy Kids, for example?
You know what? I gotta tell you, I probably got 200 machetes that people have sent me. I got machetes from all over the world. I got one machete that was made from what goes around the world.
What, a satellite?
A satellite, yeah.
A machete made out of satellite material. Wow.
So, no, I've never, well, usually like, if they got a nice leather jacket, I'm wearing it.
And let me tell you a cool story. I have the Nike sneakers that he wore in the film Fanboys, and he just signed it for me with the actual ones he wore. That's crazy.
Yeah, they were cool.
Thank you. Next question. Hey.
I would like to ask, what movie would you give your life for to star in again?
What movie would you give your life for to star in again?
Yes, basically the last movie ever.
Oh, so what would be the last movie you could ever make if you only could make one more movie? What would you want to star in?
My life starting all over.
Hey, are you wearing something from Breaking Bad? Is that, yes.
I got some F for it too.
You got some blue, sky, crystal meth, sky blue, what is it? I mean, you guys, you got to give him a round of applause for the role he had in Breaking Bad. Next one, thanks. Tortuga in the building, hola dia. Gift from the Dutch crowd. Thanks. Thanks.
Famous actor arrested in blue stuff in the...
All right.
You made an appearance on RuPaul's Drag Race. I was wondering what that was like.
What? Can you say that a little bit slower and more clear?
An appearance on RuPaul's Drag Race last
RuPaul's
season.
Drag
I loved it. Yeah, RuPaul, so cool. Let me tell you something. I'm doing a show. My daughter calls, right? Hello, hi Daddy, what are you doing? Oh, I'm doing this show. What's the gay people? What do you mean? I don't know. Hey, what show is that? My daughter heard it. RuPaul. Dad, why did you call me? That's my favorite show. Oh, wait, hold on. What did I do? I gave RuPaul. She was mad at me. And they started talking. And it was so sweet. RuPaul was so sweet. Okay, well, let's have lunch. Okay. So that was awesome, man. So,
Thanks.
thank you.
Next one.
Hello there. Spy Kids was my childhood, so if there is going to be a Spy Kids 5, would you be there?
Oh, yeah. But I think they just did a Spy Kids, but I think it's all with the kids. I'm not sure what he's doing.
Thank you. Thanks. Thank you. Next question. Let's try and get as many done as we can.
Hi. How did you experience the heat weapon training?
The weapon training for the movie Heat.
We did. You know what? Let me tell you something. Robert De Niro, we actually went up to the sheriff's training area, sheriff's training thing. It's Piscaloo Center, which is where the sheriff's train. And they had this obstacle course, right? And I'm watching Robert De Niro run this obstacle course, right? And he, good, right? And then I says,
I was wondering how you liked it and things and the sounds and all that.
But that was fun. I'll play any role they give me. And I'll be a tree. Just give me more money if you're going to put fruit on me. You know what I mean? But it doesn't matter to me. I'll do whatever you got. If I like the movie, I'll do it. The only thing that I do, I make sure that there's at least 3 or 4 Latinos in that movie. You know what I mean? It's like, I won't, it's like, because we got to spread it around.
Right. Okay, thank you. Thanks. Next question.
Señor Trejo, buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes.
Which has been the most difficult production you participate and why?
I'm going to have to say that my son's movie, From a Son, was the most difficult thing I had to do because I had to act like my son had died, and I think that was the toughest thing I ever had to do, and right now I got to say my son is in the DGA, he's a director, and we're getting ready to do some films together.
Wow.
Gracias. Gracias.
Thank you.
Thank you too. Thank you so much.
From all the movies that you've done, which movie did you like the look of your outfit the most?
Say that again?
From which movie did you like your look, your outfit the most?
So what was your favorite outfit in all of the movies you played? Which outfit did you like the most, right?
Machete.
Hey, Machete, everybody make some noise!
I gotta tell you something. One of the proudest days of my life was after we did Machete. And it was Halloween. And I opened the door for the trick-or-treaters. And they'd be dressed as Machete. Little Mexican mustache. Trick-or-treat, who are you? I'm Machete. Which is like so unbelievably honored for me that they liked that. It was just awesome.
Wow, great.
Thank you.
So it is Machete. Next one? Hi.
Process for you to see your own head on a turtle in Breaking Bad.
Very affordable. No, let me tell you.
Very affordable.
They had to pay me like 3 days before I even got on set. They had to make that head. So that was this and
Right.
this and this. So,
They had to make the face head. So
so
yeah.
I almost made a bunch of money. I did before I even on set. And then I got paid. So I'm thinking, damn. Because at first, we did the first part, the head part at first. And then that movie, that episode was #1 for their episode. So they brought me back to do the first part.
So originally you were only going to be featured as the head on a turtle.
And then
They wrote you in there. Wow.
And you know what? I was in London. I was doing a Comic-Con. And this guy comes in and said, would you sign our tour? I go, yeah. And I'm a tourist. They won't let us bring it in. I said, what are you talking about? So I walked outside and tourist.
A big turtle.
And they paid me a lot of money. I just signed it and put Hola DEA on it. I thought it was just unbelievable. What are you getting towards that big?
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so we got 5 more questions probably. Let's go.
So, in Breaking Bad, the scene we're talking about it before, how did your family react to it when they saw it?
How did your family react to the turtle scenes?
They thought
personally love Rondo from the Devil's Rejects.
Yeah.
Big fan from Rob Zombie movies. What's yours?
Rob Zombie's a good friend of mine.
He wants to know, is there a character you play that you hold dear